What's going on, traders? Welcome back to the daily recap. Today was a decent day. I made 3 solid trades in my opinion, maybe 2. One was not so much, but either or, like the price action today, it was a little bit difficult. It is kind of choppy. So yeah, let's go over the chart. So today when I came in around 8 o'clock, this daily candle looked a little bearish, bullish, and we did not have a new low just yet. To me it looks like a matching lows, so to me that kind of told me maybe we have some kind of a uptrend and maybe reversal possible. And whenever I flipped over to the 2000 tick chart, basically this is what I saw. And I just made my notes here, prices in the range, because I felt like there was a little, basically almost looked like a spike. You do have a this uptrend, overnight uptrend working up, but then you have price kind of like working sideways for the rest of the early morning. So I said, draw your short-term trend channels to stay in the right place, possibly rally to the upside. And then I said new low is still not out of the question, just because on the daily chart we haven't got a new low just yet. And according to the price action, when you have a break, you should get a new low or retest the new extremes. And then I just said follow the price to see where it's going. So then basically around 8 o'clock, the first opportunity I saw to make a trade is basically right here. Let me switch to the crosshairs. So right here, and it's basically a second entry short with a failed second entry long. I did not trade it just because the bar was pretty big size, 18 ticks, so I was not willing to risk it. But the idea is basically when you see the price, try and test these highs twice already. Basically, you should be assuming that the price at least comes back to the bottom of this range. So I actually had my range a little bit tighter at the time. It was like around here, probably even here. It was like, let me just show you. Yeah, it was around like this. So you get multiple touches. This is kind of like a failed breakout here. But then I adjusted it as the day went by to basically this right here. And you can tell that actually fits pretty nicely with the midline and everything. So anyway, so yeah, this trade right here, again, pretty solid trade. You have a break and you low expected. And plenty of room to reach the lows. Just for me, it's just a big bar. And then of course you make a new low, and then I was looking at basically a measured move here, which probably is not valid, but I'll just kind of head it on it to keep my eye on it. But anyways, price made new low and then start working to the upside, and then we have basically a failed breakout. I don't really see anything here that it might have been a good trade. There's a higher low here, but that doesn't set up right, and it doesn't look that good. So basically price breaks the overnight highs, and it's basically a failed breakout. And I was actually waiting for some kind of a lower high here to go short, and you actually do get a lower high here. Notice how this bar ticked a little higher than the previous bar. So technically speaking, it is a lower high, but bars 16 ticks, and I wasn't comfortable going short into the overnight highs. If it was a little bit closer to the this area, to the top of the range, maybe, but because at the time you wouldn't have this trend channel just yet. You would have something like maybe something like this. Yeah, so there's a lower high, but I wasn't comfortable taking that. So anyways, I do like this trade. Again, the only problem with this is you going short into recent lows, so that's the only problem that I see with this trade, but it works. And again, price comes back down, breaks, and then you get a new low. And then my first trade of the day here is basically a failed second entry short. Now at the time I had a trend channel, something like this, and to me, yeah, like that. And to me, I didn't have this bigger trend channel just yet. I just had this smaller one, and then this one as well. So basically, according to price action rules, your break and your low all played out, and you get this nice second entry short showing. And again, at the time I wasn't thinking to go long shorts because that all the trend channels have played out. So in my mind I was thinking, okay. And also you have when I had this bigger trend line here, you also get a break and you high expected. So at the time the context was good, and I took the trade, and of course I got a winner out of that. Now looking back at it, I did remove that trend line just because it wasn't valid, and in hindsight it might not have been a solid trade, but at the time with the context it was pretty good to me. So again, to each his own, but the way I saw it at the time, I felt confident taking it, and it worked. It's just the way the trade triggered. Just, you see how it triggered, and then basically one tick, and then just shoot up, and that's why I took it. It was pretty fast. And anyways, yeah, so I like that one. So then you got this little swing high right here, and that's when I drew this trend channel this way. You get basically 3 confirmations that it's valid. And when I saw this again, I was looking for a lower high, which you get here, but to me that's just not ideal. I would like to be a little closer to the trend channel, and if you took this, I mean, that's fine, it worked, but to me I just like to be a little bit more closer here somewhere. So again, nothing in trading is ideal, but it is what it is. And you finally do get a second entry loan as well, which kind of also off of this trend channel, and I think it's a solid trade. I don't really see a negative here, just because when you see price bounce off this and come back to this trend channel, you expect it to go back to this other side of the channel, and that's exactly what it did. And solid trade. I didn't take it just because it's 19 ticks, 18 ticks, and I was gonna take the risk. Solid trade, and I think it's more of a trap trade, just because you see how price just went down and people are trying to cover their losses. So the price shoots down, comes back up to this, backs down to this trend channel, and you have a little bit of congestion. I don't really see anything here. There is a there's a lower high here, but I don't like this congestion. It did work, but I stay away from this. I don't like this at all. So if you took this one right here, I guess that's fine. But and then the price never comes back down to the comes back up to the upper trend channel. So actually comes back down to the overnight lows, and there is a higher low here which you could take. Again, it's 19 ticks, it's too expensive for me, but it does kind of confirm the reversal, so to speak, and you're expecting the price to push up against this upper trend channel. And again, it is a higher low. I mean, it is aggressive. You take the risk, that's fine. For me, it's just too expensive. And then we do have a little bit of a uptrend channel here, a short-term uptrend channel, basically breaking new high. There is a second entry long here, new low, first entry long, second entry long. The reason I didn't take this is because this trend channel right here, I did not like that. I don't want to go long into the trend channel, and it did work. I mean, you got enough room to get out, so basically, you know, 1.5 ticks. So, and again, it's a small risk, 9 ticks, but you are expecting a new high from this shorter uptrend channel. So it is, you know, 8 minutes holding price. So at the time, I didn't like it. So, and at the time, I didn't have this channel like this either. So I had this basically. So, but you do get a new high eventually, and then you're expecting the price to retest these lows, and it never did. So, and once I saw this swing right here, these two swings, that's when I drew this trend channel like this. And there's nothing really that I saw here that I wanted to take any trades, so I had to be really patient. And the price keeps working back up, and you expect the price to go back to the overnight highs, just because when you're in range, prices tend to just bounce between highs and lows. And price breaks this channel right here, break, and you expect a new high. I did draw this other bigger trend channel just to kind of keep an eye on. Again, in range days, you don't want to have bigger trend channels just because they're not really that reliable. So I just had it on it just to kind of keep my eye on it, so to speak. Price breaks this trend channel and you expect a new high. You do get a higher low here, which again I think is a solid trade, but it's just too big. The bar is 26 ticks. You do get a break and a new low in place, so there's that. And it did close above the EMA, so there's a lot of positives to this trade, but it's just 26 ticks, and that's a lot for me. And then you get basically a failed second entry short, so a new low, first entry short, and second entry short. So this would be probably a better trade to go on, just because you're still expecting a new high from this bigger trend channel. And then you finally get a new high. And then my second trade of the day is basically a second entry long. So again, so this is a little weird just because I know you get a break in new high and you ain't really expecting to price to looking for longs, but I also drew this support line here, basically a triple test, and 1, 2, 3. You can probably even do like this if you wanted to. You can probably consider this as a triple test, but I just had it like this. I like this better. So it is a second entry long, triple test, and good signal bar. You got enough room to the EMA. So, and then of course I said it confirms the trend channel here, but at the time I actually had the trend channel like this. And once I saw this swing, that's when I actually made it a little tighter. So, solid trade in my opinion. Again, depends how you look at it, but I liked it. And then price is working up. I didn't see anything else that I liked. There's again higher low here, but the signal bar is not good and the EMA is flat. And finally get a break of this channel here, and you're expecting a possibly new high. Again, the price never came back up and tested the overnight highs, so that kind of tells me that possible reversal. And so we got a break, we got a small channel working here, we got a break in your low, and I'm just patiently waiting because I don't really see any setups here. You get a lower high here, or a higher low here, and because you got a break in your low played out. Again, that's just too big for me. 22 ticks, it does work. Actually I extended this like this just to see what was gonna happen. And so higher low here, again 22 ticks, too big for me. Yeah, you're still expecting the price to come back here, but after I saw this swing, I kind of switched my mindset to the downside, and you just see this nice beautiful downtrend working down. I mean, this is beautiful right here, and then you have a break. I mean, the price didn't even held here, it just broke through the overnight lows and went back down. And like I said, I was still expecting a new low on the daily, and we actually got it today. So does that mean we're gonna reverse to the upside? Maybe. My guess is probably gonna have another range day tomorrow for a couple of days, and maybe a reversal. I don't know, maybe we can go lower, but we still need to see that more price action to kind of make that decision. But anyways, you have a nice downtrend channel working here. I didn't see anything here that I liked. The price breaks the channel and kind of goes in this I guess congestion, so to speak, and that's when I saw this, my third trade of the day, which is a second entry short with a triple test off the small range. Good signal bar. Again, it was 7 ticks. I want to take it. It's a small risk, and that kind of confirms this bigger trend channel here as well, just because you already have 2 touches here, and that's when I drew my trend channel, kind of confirming a nice little scalp out of that. And I was also waiting for a lower high, which you do get here, but the problem with this is that you're going short into recent lows. I don't want to take that. If you took that, it did work out because you would have to put your stop loss above this bar, 1 tick above this bar, and you never get stopped out. So it does work out, but to me, if it was a little bit more, if there's a little bit more room to recent lows, I would probably taken it. but I didn't feel comfortable taking that. And yeah, I just watched the price go down. You do get a small break, but I think that's just a little bit of overshoot. Again, price just never really gave you, an opportunity to go short. There's a second too short here, but the single bar is not good, and I don't want to take it. So unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then price breaks this downtrend channel, and you're expecting a new low. I want to take this right here, but if it was a second too short, but it wasn't. The way I saw this, I had my resistance line just like this, and basically I saw it as a failed breakout. But I wanted this to be a second entry short because I also had my trend channel a little bit tighter, like this. So technically I have a break and a new high, so if you look at it like this, right, it makes more sense. So you have a break, new high expected, I get a new high, and I was looking for a second entry short here, and unfortunately we never got it. So, and then the price just starts going sideways forever, and you do get a failed breakout a couple times here. You might want to trade this, I don't know, maybe you can treat it as a failed breakout, I don't know, because I'm still expecting a new low from this bigger downtrend channel. So, and then I saw this failed second entry loan here, break, basically uptrend working here, break new high, and again, you're expecting the price to come back to the bottom of the range. So second entry loan, not a bad trade, and that's it. I pretty much stopped trading around 12 o'clock, and we do have, it's kind of price kind of working sideways really. You do have a little nice push here, but that's about it. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you had a good solid trading day today. I did set up my Discord, so if you are interested in that, please join. I usually post my pre-market chart with my points around 8 o'clock, and I usually do a link to my YouTube channel for the daily recaps, and then whatever else is in there. It's still new, so there's not much in there, but I'm still working on it. Anyways, hope you like the content, and be safe, trade cautious, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, bye.